In this video, I'm going to show you my storage solution if you have a vice grip problem, my interchangeable workbench system, yeah, it's a whole system, and my TIG welding rod storage solution. The next thing I want to do to make space out here is make a little rack for some vice grips. So I've got some 1-inch square tubing here. Yeah, and hopefully this will help because right now it'll give me a space. I'll at least get this drawer emptied, which I've got nothing but clamps in here right now. And I've also got a whole drawer over here that's got a bunch of clamps in it too. So we'll see how many we can get up there on that rack. All right, so this is pretty simple. I just want this guy to slide in here like that. So I need to make like a little slot along the bottom here. All right, now we got a crude little slot here, and we can slide our vice grips in like so, and then they'll hang upside down. All right, I think I want to mount it up over here, so it's right between the welder and the bench. I'm going to mount it right on the bottom of this guy here, which is part of the pallet rack here. So there it is. Better squeeze in here. Not sure if we can get a shot of that or not, but so yeah, I just did a tack on this end and a same tack on the other end over there, and that's all that holds this thing up. But tried to put a fat tack on there so it'll hold everything up. And I'm not gonna have a crazy amount of weight. I mean, yeah, these when you get a bunch of them up here won't be light, but it also won't be crazy heavy. So I think that'll work. All right, so there we are. We've got 24 or 25 on there, and there's room for, I could get 30 on here, I think, without any issue. This is KETX 98. And that's on a 2-foot strip of 1-inch square tubing there. So pretty stoked. That is most of them. That's all the big ones. And big ones, by big ones I mean the ones that have this larger bolt or screw on the end there. I got a couple little ones here left. And these ones you can see have a much smaller screw, so they would need a different size slot to go in, so they'd have to be stored separately anyway. So I can reach in here from the side and grab these things no problem. And if I need to, I can duck under the pallet rack and get the stuff from the other end there without too much issue. It's not the most convenient, but I've got a tiny shop, and this is pretty good. This passes the mustard around here. But that has completely eliminated all the stuff in this drawer, so now I can allocate other things to this drawer, which will help my organization quite a bit. All right, so I've got a vise here, and I like to put it right here. So I need to modify my workbench here so that I can mount a vise right here. And in order to do that, I want to use basically a trailer hitch sort of system, and I've already got this. This is a 2.5-inch tube on the outside, and then it's like 3/16-inch wall, and that thing will fit perfectly this tube here, which is a 2-inch, and it's very greasy right now. But yeah, 2-inch wide tube that slides into here, and I've already drilled a hole so I can fit my little bolt through there and mount that up. And I've also, in order to reinforce this guy, because this is not the thickest of metal to begin with, to reinforce it, I've got this. This is a more 3/16-inch plate. I'm going to use that and sort of help reinforce that stuff there. All right, so here's our first one. It goes up front right about there. And I've cut out a second one. It goes on the back right about there. And then those two will get welded on, and then I'm debating whether I put some extra pieces down below like this. I'm kind of tempted to test it out and see if it works, how well it works, and then add reinforcements as needed. I've got this little piece here that's going to act as a backstop. I'm going to weld this on the back of this guy right here near the top. That will act as a backstop so that when I put the other tube inside this tube, it'll come back and hit that thing and stop. I'm also going to put it at the top so that any dirt and stuff will still be able to get knocked out the bottom. Alright, so this is the front, this is the back. I'm going to go ahead and put the one on the back first. Stick this one back here. That way when I go and try and install the first one, I'm going to do it sort of freehand, and this will give me the hard part will be done already. So then I'll be able to easily access the front here when I'm welding the front from the front side of the bench. Alright, there we are on the back side all welded up. I am fairly stoked on these welds. They're the best because they're on the back where no one will ever see them. So yeah, we've got that one side done. I can go ahead and sort of install this kind of on here and then do the other side. I'm going to weld the back side first, or at least get the back side tacked on there first, and then we'll tack the front side on. Well, there it is, fully welded up on the front side. All right, so there's that guy. Let's stick this guy in here now. And it comes to a stop all on its own, thanks to our little stopper that we put in there. So pretty cool. Now we've got to want to set some stuff up on this, and then we'll cut this thing to length. What I want to do is this guy. I've got a little sort of bench grindery thing with buffing wheels on it. This is my grandfather's, if you can't tell. But yeah, it works good still. Well, I need to rewire it, but I want to set this up on here, and I might use a different tube, not sure, but so I need to make a little platform and attachment points for this so I can bolt this down, and judging by the thickness of the metal on the actual bench grinder, I don't need anything heavy duty for this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, tubing all the way in there, I'm going to go ahead and mark this hole as best I can. Pull that out, and we'll drill that thing out. Alright, so now we've got our hole in the tube here. That slides in, our bolt goes through there. Alright, so my next step is to trace out the pattern on the bottom of this. So I need these bolt holes. Look at that. Just a couple tack welds on either side like that. And yeah, now we just need to bolt the other guy down and we're good. Alright, I've got washers installed and everything, and I'm also going to put a little bit of Loctite on these threads. Let's plug it in. Yeah, fantastic. I'm thrilled with this. My grandpa would be proud. I do love making the old stuff work, or continuing to use old stuff, because it's really well made. This motor is fantastic. And it's just a Sears Craftsman, but it's from like 50 years ago. Works perfect. All right, I've got another one made up here. This is a heavier duty one. This is a 1/4 inch thick wall on this thing, which is what they had in the scrap bin at the metal store. It's heavier than I need, and it's a pain to cut with my chop saw. This guy down there. We got everything cut to where we want it, and I'm gonna go ahead and weld this up. If I get a different vise in the future, I want to be able to take this plate off of here, possibly to put a different plate on, so I don't want it to be too heavily welded on there. So this guy should go in here. Like so. I want to make some shims or something that go in there. But yeah, I'd like this that I can now rotate this thing around, and this is enough of an angle here that anything that's in the vise is going to be able to go over the bench. So next I need to make a hanger for the wall so that this thing can come off of here and I can store it away somewhere. To do that, I've got some of the tube that we use to make the part that goes on the bench here, that this will slide into. And I've just got some old angle iron from a bed. I'm going to use this and weld these things together, basically like so, and then this can hang on the wall. Welded them basically just on the side here, and then we've got another little tack like back here. And I've also tilted these up at like 5 degrees, so it's just a slight tilt, which I think will help functionally to hold. Gravity will sort of push it down into the tube just a little bit. Alright, so I have painted up these guys here. It was just some spray paint I had left over I need to use up, and now we can ready to put these on the wall. And I'm thinking about putting them over here. This is about the only space in the shop where I can slot them in right here between the garage doors. I'm going to stick one way up there, and the other one will probably stick down here. Let's see. Are we straight? Are we level? I want to put this guy up here because I'll probably use it the least. So I want it sort of the most out of the way. And here's the vise. I want to put the vise down lower because it's heavier and I'll access it more frequently. Yeah, I don't really like the side to side movement on that, and as long as nobody like smashes that thing, we'll be okay, I guess. Alright, so currently my welding rods, all my TIG welding rods and stuff, are in this drawer with a bunch of other sort of miscellaneous tools. And they're just sort of thrown in here, and the only reason they're thrown in there is because that's the longest drawer that will fit them. But I'd like this to be a little bit more organized and also a little bit more mobile, because nowadays sometimes I'm taking this whole bundle of aluminum to somebody else's place to do some welding. So I got these guys, nice color-coded tubes, and these are pretty cool because if you unscrew this cap here, take that off. What I liked about it is I had a divider in there, so I can get 3 different size TIG rods in there in the same tube, so I can basically, and 3 different sizes is about all I will ever need. And also it's got a little O-ring on there, so when you actually put this together, it's watertight. I get my aluminum out and stick it in here and see how heavy it is. Because yeah, I've got 3 different sizes of aluminum. So that's nicely separated in there. I'm liking this here so far. And then my next sort of query is where I store these in the shop. Because I like the idea of having something easily accessible. I can pull out, like if I'm doing aluminum that day, I can just pull this whole tube out, and then I've got all the aluminum sticks ready to go. I'm kind of currently thinking about sticking them up here, right above my welding machine, so that they sort of go up above, like they're right behind or right directly underneath this shelf in this little recess there. There's an empty space. So sort of slot in back there and then go up and then be out of the way up here. For one end of my little holder for the tubes, I've got this tubing right here, and this is actually the drive shaft off a Subaru. All right, I've got several pieces cut out of that old Subaru drive shaft. They're about 1 inch wide. And I've got a little bar here. I'm going to space them out precisely on this guy. This little flat stock here. And I'll weld these in place, and then I can take this whole flat bar and just weld it onto the actual workbench over here. Alright, I need to try and test this out. So I'm going to secure it on here temporarily and see how this works in reality. Let's see if this comes quite close to functioning. Alright, I think if I have a zip tie like right around that one, in theory that would work. I'm a little bit worried that if I bump this or if I shake the bench that it will pop out. Oh, it can't do that. It hits the light. Oh, perfect. That will work. I'll take the zip tie off and bring this down. Even if I shake the bench, it still can't come out. Now I just need to permanently weld that little holder thing back there onto the bench. Alright, I've got 3 tacks up there, one on either side and then one in the middle here. Just relatively small tacks, 1/2 inch tacks on there, but it feels plenty strong, so I think it will work. There's up there are TIG rod holders. But yeah, I like this solution. It is, with the zip ties, I tried to keep it simple. I could make those things, I could craft a thing and make it prettier, but this is functionally effective, and I'm going to leave it like that until I get really bored or at least fail. So yeah, trying to keep it simple, trying to save myself some time here, but I really like the way this stuff looks. Like if you go up, like they fit directly underneath in this void of a space that was underutilized. So love that. Love that they're out of the way. Love that they're color coded. Love that I can easily pull one out of there and take it off site, so to speak, with me. And when I'm doing a project, I can pull out the one I want and use it to weld and stick it back up there. I can access this while I'm welding if I need to. Yeah, this works perfectly.